on one second. Shannon,
this ain't a lifetime, but this wasn't an Olympic lifetime achievement.
Shannon Sharp, hold on one second. What we're saying is you guys were right. That's what we're saying. You
no,
were right.
Molly, you did not say that, Molly. No, no,
that is what you said.
You
That's
did not.
what you
That's
said.
not what you said, Molly.
What are you guys
That is not what you said.
I literally just brought it up.
You were talking about. You were talking about us. You were talking about folks making the point that, at the time that they had picked the Olympic team, Caitlyn Clark didn't necessarily deserve it based on her play on the court. When the point that Shannon and I was making at the time was that, wait a minute. In the end, there are people that have ended up on Team USA for reasons other than just their elite play at that particular moment in time.
She was a marketing whiz. Right. And she was a marketing because she is a marketing whiz and she did it on the court.
Stephen A. Smith went off on Molly, and Shannon Sharp backed him up like a pro, tossing shade as sharp as Shaq's free throw critique. Now, Molly and everyone who underestimated Caitlyn Clark are eating their words.
College guys come out, they're waiting for him. I mean, Camilla's coming, Caitlyn's coming. There's more than just that are coming. What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
Stephen Smith didn't just defend Caitlyn Clark. He channeled full Mamba mentality. He compared leaving Clark off the Olympic team to benching Michael Jordan in a Game 7 for being too young.
Clark was trying to redirect a pass. Clark, oh my! From Schenectady!
When Molly tried to defend her stance, Stephen A. clapped back, and Shannon Sharp was in full highlight reel mode. He questioned the criteria for picking players for Paris over Caitlyn Clark.
Look at that point. Look at how she played up until that point. Chelsea Gray had only played one game before she went to the Olympics. She was outplaying Diana Taurasi. Was she outplaying Diana Taurasi at that point in time that she was on the team? It's a simple yes or a simple no.
Was Caitlyn outplaying Diana Taurasi? But you can't just factor in current play, Shannon. That's all I'm saying. You got to factor in. Well, if you're factoring in Diana Taurasi's Olympic experience, Diana Taurasi's how she was with the team.
Shannon, hold on one second. Shannon,
this ain't a lifetime, but this wasn't an Olympic lifetime achievement.
Shannon Sharp, hold on one second. What we're saying is you guys were right. That's what we're saying. You
no,
were right.
Molly, you did not say that, Molly.
You didn't just say that, Molly. Stephen A. fired back. You don't tell Janice to slow down so the vets can have their turn. You give him the ball and let him dominate. Molly's take was so off, it was like airballing a layup while insisting she nailed it. But Stephen A. and Shannon weren't letting it slide.
One second. Shannon,
this ain't a lifetime, but this wasn't an Olympic lifetime achievement.
Shannon Sharp, hold on one second. What we're saying is you guys were right. That's what we're saying. You
no,
were right.
Molly, you did not say that, Molly. No,
that is what you said.
You did not. That's not what you said, Molly.
What are you guys
that is not what you said.
I literally just brought it up.
You were talking about. You were talking about us. You were talking about folks making the point that, at the time that they had picked the Olympic team, Caitlyn Clark didn't necessarily deserve it based on her play on the court. When the point that Shannon and I was making at the time was that, wait a minute. In the end, there are people that have ended up on Team USA for reasons other than just their elite play at that particular moment in time.
She was a marketing whiz. Right. And she was everyone right because she is a marketing whiz and she did it on the court.
Stephen hit her with a reply so sharp it felt like a LeBron chase down block. That's like saying Steph Curry's three-pointers hurt the Warriors because he scores too much. He fired back. The heat was undeniable, and karma didn't wait. Caitlyn Clark went on to dominate the WNBA, making Molly's take look as ridiculous as Nick Young turning around on a missed three-pointer. Fans dragged Molly harder than a defense trying to keep up with Qerim's crossover. Social media roasted her bad takes so fast. One fan commented, "Funny how it's women tearing her down, while the men are praising her talent. Kind of crazy how women don't want women to win." Let's talk about karma, shall we? Every critic and doubter who underestimated Caitlyn Clark got dumped on harder than Patrick Ewing in the 90s. The haters claim she wouldn't last in the league, but she shattered scoring records faster than Wilt Chamberlain in a scrimmage. Even Molly had to backpedal, scrambling to defend her take like a coach trying to explain blowing a 3-1 lead. But Shannon and Steven, they weren't buying it. When Steven hit Molly with a rebuttal sharper than a LeBron chase-down block, it was clear the Caitlyn-Clark debate wasn't ending anytime soon. That's like saying Steph Curry's three-pointers hurt the Warriors because he scores too much. Steven fired. The room went silent, but Caitlyn let her game do the real talking. And it's been asterisk loud asterisk. Every game, Caitlyn Clark sends a message. Never doubt a baller with killer instincts. She's got Larry Bird-level swagger, telling you what she's about to do and then delivering. For all those who questioned her, including Molly, they're now eating humble pie while replaying her highlight reels. Caitlyn didn't just prove doubters wrong, she rewrote what rookie success looks like. They said her scoring would fade in the WNBA. Instead, she shattered records faster than Wilt Chamberlain in a scrimmage. Critics, silenced. Fans, mesmerized. And Stephen A., vindicated. From her first WNBA game, Clark has been a force of nature, draining deep threes, delivering no-look assists, and showing the poise of a seasoned pro. She's not just playing basketball, she's redefining it. While analysts flip-flopped on Clark, Stephen A. Smith stood firm. You don't bet against Michael Jordan in his rookie season, and you don't bet against Caitlyn Clark, he declared. From her college dominance to her pro debut, he saw her greatness early and never wavered. When others nitpicked her occasional off nights, Stephen defended her. Does Steph Curry make every three? No, but that doesn't make him any less legendary. Caitlyn Clark is cut from the same cloth. Then there's Molly. Early in Caitlyn's career, she doted Clark's ability to transition from college to the pros, leaning into narratives that her height was premature. But as Clark kept dominating, dropping 40-point games, and leading her team to improbable wins, Molly's tune changed. Now, Molly is trying to rewrite history, acting like she's been on the Clark bandwagon all along. But basketball fans have receipts. Stephen A. hasn't let it slide either. Funny how some folks doubted her a few months ago and now act like they were cheering all along, he quipped. Caitlyn isn't just a player, she's a movement. Her fearless style and charismatic presence have brought new attention to the WNBA, inspiring a generation of young girls to pick up a basketball. As Stephen A. aptly puts it, this isn't just about her scoring points, it's about her elevating the game itself. Her star power is undeniable, and even her harshest critics have had to admit it. Every game she plays adds to her legacy, proving Stephen A.'s faith was more than justified, it was prophetic. In the end, Caitlyn Clark doesn't need validation from her doubters. Her performances speak louder than any words, and her success is a masterclass in basketball fate. For Stephen A., her rise has been a vindication of his unwavering belief in her talent. For Molly and others, a reminder that greatness doesn't wait for approval, it just shines. Caitlyn Clark isn't just a player, she's a phenomenon. And as Stephen A. would say, she's box office, baby, don't ever forget it.